All right, what's happening, everybody? I just put a video up pretty much showing you what was going on with this truck. This is a new job that I'm about to start, and the truck had a lot of stuff wrong with it. It had air leaks, one of the brake chambers was bad, it had fault codes on, it had a check engine light on, it had a low coolant system light on, the brakes was out of line, the lighters wasn't working. Just trying to get everything together before I get on the road, because here in America they have weigh stations, and the weigh stations are places that okay, this is a driver coming in right here. Weigh stations are places where trucks have to enter if you don't have a pre-pass or on your truck that'll give you a bypass of the weigh station. You have to go into the weigh station where they inspect the truck pretty much to make sure everything is safe and working on the truck, or it ain't no hazard on the highways. So trying to get all that stuff done, because where I'm going to be working at with this job is basically on the I-5 corridor. Now, for those that don't know, the I-5 corridor is the Highway 5, Interstate 5, that pretty much runs from Mexico all the way up to Canada. And so I'll be running from California to Washington, basically within those 3 states, just back and forth. I only went back to work, to try to help generate a little income before we go back to, before me and my girl go to Africa, so try to help out with the bills and everything and get some stuff done. So I'm gonna get up in this truck and give you a tour of the inside of the truck. Now, I'm gonna let you know right now, I wasn't trying to get too comfortable in this truck. I don't plan on being in this truck too long, so I'm pretty much just in it for now. And as long as I'm comfortable, then I'll be all right. So it might look, insufficient some, but hey, it's gonna be my home, pretty much my home on wheels, away from home, for as long as I'm here at this job. So this is the operating room. That's what us truck drivers call it. This is where I sit at and do all my operations behind this wheel. And for those that don't know, I'll explain how this system works over here. Drivers are allowed to drive 11 hours a day. You're allowed to be on work 14 hours a day. So I pretty much drive those whole 11 hours, sitting here in this seat behind this wheel with the pedal to the metal, trying to get to where I need to be. So this truck here is a 10-speed. That's a Cummins motor, 450 horsepower Cummins, and a 10-speed, which I don't really like 10 speeds. I'm more of a 13 or 18 speed type of cat. 10 speeds are like for rookies, and I'm way past the rookie status. So I've been doing this 18 years. In March, it'll be my 19th year, inshallah, if I make it there. So that's my shower bag down there on the floor when I go take a shower. This truck is small compared to most trucks that I like to be in. Like, that big Freightliner right there, or that big Volvo over there. Those trucks have a bigger sleepers in them. The roof is higher and all that. This kind of Peterbilt, which I'm not a Peterbilt fan either. This is a Peterbilt truck. Your basic trucks are Peterbilt, Freightliner, Kenworth, International, and Mack. You got Sterlings and some other little off-brand little trucks, but the main trucks are, Peterbilt, Kenworth, Freightliner, Mack, International. Who am I forgetting? Western Star, Volvo. So those are like main trucks, So this truck here has a smaller cab, and which I don't like it, because I always hit my head on this roof getting through here. It's like a little cubby hole you got to pass through. So let me take you to the back now. Okay, so this is my bed right here, pretty much. This truck does have 2 bunks. The other bunk is folded up in half, so I can have more headroom when I sit down here. And I've been lounging on my bed and leaning back against the pillows and YouTubing, and I'm about to get into watching my TV for today. So over here we got a microwave, which is basically we call the kitchen. So that's my kitchen area where I prepare all my meals, slap it in the microwave and put it together. This truck does have a refrigerator that don't work. But he's planning on getting me one that does work. So I'm gonna wait and see how that works out. You got your closet space where you can hang up coats and stuff over there, and then another closet space over here. I basically left all my food and stuff in the bags. Usually trucks have shelves where you can put everything. The shelf space in this one is limited. You have the shelves up there, but it's hard to reach to. And like I say, this bed is folded in half. So this is a bunk bed. So you got a bed down here, and you would have a bed up there if it was 2 people in this truck. And me and my son had to drive in a truck like this one time, and we was both miserable. Because now watch when I turn around here. This is the roof right here. Now you can see I'm way above the roof. So when I go to the front or back, I gotta lean over, kind of bend down, so I don't hit my head on here. Now I probably hit my head on there 10 times since I've been in this truck. And that's why I hate this truck. This is a mini fridge that you can plug into the cigarette lighter. It don't work either. So he's supposed to buy me a fridge though, you know, to put in here so I can have stuff for my cold water, lunch meat, and stuff like that that need to be refrigerated. That's just a little area over there where I keep like my bowls, all my seasonings, my coffee, creamer, wipes, everything. So what I basically done was like all my hats, which I have hundreds of hats, but I only brought 4 or 5 and a couple of beanies with me. And this actually folds down. Let's see if I can get this thing. Here we go, right here. Okay, how does this work? Bear with me. I'm gonna actually show y'all how this breaks down. Okay, you gotta turn it. Okay, so if I turn this, pow, I can let this down, and boom, look at that mattress. Now mind you, I didn't know that was like that, so if that looks gross, it is gross. But I have never let this down, so that surprised me just as much as it surprised you. So basically what I have is my clothes, my duffel bag with all my clothes in it. I brought 3 pair of shoes with me. Then no, that's my miscellaneous bag with all my truck stuff in it. That's my bag, duffel bag with all my clothes and stuff in it. So I'm gonna let this back up because again, like I said, that's gross. So this one has 2 windows, one on each side. Right now it's like 80 something degrees here in I'm in a city called Yuba City, right outside Sacramento, California. And basically I'm just waiting for my drug test to come back because I can't drive until that drug test comes back. And that means then I'll be approved to drive the truck. So anytime you have a CDL and you go for a job, you got a drug test to make sure, you know, you clean and you fit for the road. Because you got a lot of drivers out here on the highways that be getting down, whatever they're getting down with. And it's really unsafe, you know. Because like I said, I've been driving 18 years. When I first started trucking, it was a lot more respect. It wasn't as many accidents, you know, and it just seemed like a better atmosphere. Now, in 2019, you got so many trucks on the road, like millions of trucks, and so many new drivers out here that shouldn't even be behind the wheel of a truck. It's just really unsafe. I got hundreds and hundreds of pictures of truck crashes that I've taken throughout, you know, my little truck driving stint. And I'll be taking pictures every time I pass one to keep a note of it, because I had planned on actually maybe putting out a book or a picture book later on in life after I'm done to highlight, you know, some of my career that I did in the trucking. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and just so y'all know, I am not a blogger or vlogger or whatever they call that. I don't get down with that. I make these videos mostly for me, for stuff that I like, because my videos are basically pictures that I take. So all the pictures that I take throughout the day, I'll sit down at night and pick out the nicest pictures, because I love the scenery. I love pictures of the water, the mountains, the lakes, you know, anything that look, the sky, which I have some very beautiful pictures if you go back in some of my videos and look, because I noticed I got a few subscribers, so that's why I'm putting this out there. People have signed on and subscribed to me because of some of the videos that's going on right now with the African movement that's going on, Africa for Africans. And I think it's a big movement, and I love it. And I think we finally waking up, and I'm hoping that inshallah I can make it there to Africa before I die, and hundreds of millions of other people can make it back to Africa, because we all need to return from to Africa, point blank, period. These white folks don't give two fucks about us over here. They don't care about us. They don't like us. They don't want us here, you know. Now with that said, are there some good white people? Of course, you know. I got white friends, you know. I don't have nothing against the white race in general, but, you know, it's a lot of bad white people. They evil, you know. They beasts, they demons, you know, and they show it in their actions. If you look at any YouTube videos or read the news, you see it daily, constantly. The stuff, the horrific stuff they doing to black people, brown people, and just people of color in general. So, yeah, but I'm not a vlogger, so don't look to me and think that I'm gonna be like a lot of these other people on there, you know, putting out videos. I'm just a truck driver, man, and I'm just a cat from Oakland that made it out of the hood, thank God, Allahu Akbar, and found a way to sustain a living without being on the corner and without doing all the stupid shit that I used to do as a youngster. So my channel, it's not gonna be no PG-17 on my videos on my channel, or however you want to call it. I keep it 100, and what you hear come out of my mouth is how I feel and the type of person I am. You know, I'm a ghetto cat, but I'm a good cat, and you know, I just keep it real. So with that said, I'm in this video and put it up there for, you know, the new subscribers that have subscribed to my channel, and I hope to bring y'all some nice pictures of me rolling up and down I-5 through California, Oregon, and Washington. You know, I hate it. I hate I-5. I like to be able to go from like Washington to New York and back, or Washington to New York and down to Florida. I like traveling the whole 48, and I do have pictures, videos, I mean, up here, you know, of some nice stuff that I've seen over the years, like hailstorms in Texas with hail the size of quarters falling on the truck. I got lightning storms going through New Mexico, just pretty morning pictures of the sun rising, pretty pictures of the sun setting, you know, pretty spots that I passed through in like Montana, Idaho, Minnesota. I mean, you name it, I've been there. Ain't a state I haven't been to in America. I got over 2 million miles logged in. That's how long I've been doing this. 2 million now. Picture that. Okay. I've got, if you look at my Google account, they say I got 68,000 pictures on Google, and I got 25 million views of my pictures that I put on Google Maps. So I don't even know if I have that open for other people to look at. The pictures I post for places I've been to, yeah, people have looked at that. It started out as a project with me and my son. We started out mapping all the cities we was passing through, and it mostly started on the interstates, and then it started getting more and more. And as the pictures we started putting up, first we had 35,000, then it was 50,000, then it was 75, then it jumped to 250,000, then it jumped to 1 million, then it jumped to 3 million. And like I say, and we just started this 5 or 6 years ago. So it's a lot of stuff that I've done that's not even shown on my Google Maps, and I've got 25 million plus people that have looked at pictures I posted. So that's a lot of people. That's basically almost the size of Ghana. You know, Ghana 28 million. Gambia is only 2.3 or something like that. So that's a lot of people that have looked at pictures I posted. I've been to, what is it, 3,700 and something cities. I've checked into, I don't know how many places. I forget how many reviews and stuff, but that's my biggest thing. I always review and star and log like cities and places that I've been to. So if you look at my Google map from my phone with all my stars and hearts of places I've been to, the whole map of America is filled in. And when I show that to people, they be like, whoa, you know. So yeah, that's just a personal note that I threw in there. But yeah, I'm about to end this video right now. Oh shoot, I done went over. So y'all take care, and peace.